Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome back to my channel. So this is part 2, and I am going to finish coloring up these little mason jars. I colored all of these images in a video that I released yesterday, so just in case you didn't see it and you want to see how these were colored up, go back on my channel and you'll see that video. All right, so I got out a few paper pads. So this is a stamp and die set that I used to create these images. It's the Way to Glow, and it is the May stamp and die subscription. But Michelle said in her last video that these would be available even after May for purchase in the shop. So that's really cool. I think it's while supplies last, but it's just such an adorable set. So I went through my 6x6 paper hoard. Oh boy, you guys, it's deep. Anyways, I pulled out some pink and Maine paper. I was showing y'all the fantastic florals. That was my favorite paper pad ever of pink and Maines. And then I am pulling in these as well. So I am going to make 3 cards with you today. I'm going to make 2 A2 sized cards and 1 slimline. So I just went through, I knew that Pink and Maine had some ombre like glitter paper, and so that's one of the papers I use. And then I was just pulling just random pieces that I liked. This is from the Happy Mail. It's called Happy, but it's from the Happy Mail subscription box that was a few months ago. All right, here are my papers, and yeah, they're all going to coordinate. That's one of the great things about Pink and Maine, is that you could easily coordinate from one paper pad to the next. So I'm not even worried about it that I pulled from 3 different paper pads, because I know they're all going to match. All right, so I'm working with my favorite paper first, and I wanted to stamp my stamp on this floral paper, and I'm going to paper piece the lid of the mason jar. So when I saw this, it looks like a piece of cheesecloth or something that you would put over a mason jar, but in the image, but I wanted to use this paper. So I am just going to fussy cut this out, and then I will glue it down to my image. And it just adds such a cute little detail, I think, to the jar. And I do a few other things to the jar as well. So one of the things I do is I bring in my Inkonic pens. These are fine liner pens from Arteza, and I absolutely love them. And so I bring those in just to draw around this. Now, I think this handle would be so cute if you had like a metallic copper gel pen or something like that. I think the handle would be so cute if it was like copper or metallic. But in this case, it's a dark blue. And then I grab a really rich dark pink color to color in the bow and ribbon that goes around the lid of the jar. And these are just kind of fine little details that I'm finishing up. I'm also going to distress this jar and do some other things to it as well before I'm finished. So I'm just kind of lining it up and deciding which paper I'm going to put it on and what I'm going to do. And I cut this paper, but this is not the paper I'm going to use for this card. I'll use it for a different one, because I decide that I'm going to make a slimline card. So I brought in my slimline dies and a lot of my other Pink and Maine dies, and I used the stitched slimline rectangle, and then I use these thin alpha dies. So I cut out not the largest, but the second to largest slimline base for my card front out of the yellow cardstock. And then I am just kind of lining things up. I thought about using my alpha letters. So you guys know this month I am working through kind of all the odd parts of my card kits. When I say odd, it's just not the first thing you would grab for card making. So like alpha letters and all of that stuff. So I've been working through that all month and trying to incorporate it into my cards, and I've been doing a great job of using those up. But I really needed, spatial wise, I needed to use these thin alpha dies. And I have to say, out of all the alpha dies that are on the market, this is one of the most affordable sets. So I think it's about $22 for this alpha set. They will typically set you back like $35 or more when you're looking to get one. And what sold me on this one, because there are so many options out there, is that they're slim. And so like for this card, my sentiment is shine bright, and I was easily able to fit that on this slimline card base, but you could also fit that same sentiment on an A2 card base because of the way the alpha letters are designed. So definitely, if you're in the market and you're looking around and you're trying to find a good alpha die set, I would suggest you check out Pink and Main's. I searched and searched before I decided. So here I am distressing this jar some more. So I distressed the top of it with my black soot, and then I brought in a yellow distress oxide for the glass part of the little mason jar for where the lightning bug is lighting it up. And then I popped him up inside the jar. And then I will lay out my sentiment here. I cut these out of a Pink and Main paper that was like a plaid paper. And it had a lot of fine lines. And so I chose that one because I thought more of the pattern would show. So I'm going to bring in a couple of other the two others. So there's 3 total of the lightning bugs or fireflies in this set. So I brought in just one of each. And I glued these down. I just think they're so cute. And now I was a little distracted when I was making this card. My mom was over and visiting, and we were chatting the whole time when I was making these cards. So when I went to glue down my sentiment, it all kind of shifted to the left, you can see. But I went with it. It's okay. The card is still super cute, but yeah, if I hadn't been so distracted, I probably would have glued my sentiment down a little better and had it all balanced out from side to side. So I did bring in these enamel dots from Pink and Main, and I chose these because they kind of have like a translucent effect to them, and I thought that was a nice match for the card. And then I'm going to put it on this pink card base. This card base measures 3.5 by 8.5 when folded. And it's just super cute. Really like it. Definitely screams like summer to me, a summer night. Okay, so here is how I'm going to use the floral paper. I just couldn't resist. I love this floral paper so much. And this card is going to be a Get Well Soon card. So I'm bringing in 2 sentiments from the stamp set. One says, "Caught a bug, get well soon," is the other. So I'm just going to combine both of them on the front of the card. This card was pretty simple and fast. I just cut these 2 sentiments, stamped them, cut them out, and glued everything down. I did pop up the bug. This paper is just so beautiful, and then the images are so cute that it really just didn't need a whole lot. It was easy to make. So here I am popping up the bug, and then I will bring in some enamel dots for this card as well. And I just think this is an adorable and cheerful get well soon card. There is definitely a bug going around our house currently. My husband and my son are both having tummy troubles. Boo. So they could both use a card. We've been making a lot of ginger tea and having papaya and things like that, trying to get the stomach enzymes built back up and strong. So I'm just going to glue these two down, and then that's when I will bring in the enamel dots. It was so funny going back and editing this video and the conversations that me and my mom were having. She was with me most of the time that I was crafting in this session, and well, we just talk about all kinds of things. Conversation just jumps from one place to another. It was very entertaining to go back and edit that out and hear what we were talking about. All good things, but yeah, jumping all over the place. All right, so I wanted to use different colored dots, and I love these glittery dots. These again have come in a kit. So I really like grabbing the pink and main kits when they have extras, and I have to say this month I was so bummed out there were no extras, but I totally understand why. I don't know if y'all saw the butterfly kit, the Crafty Courtyard kit this month, but it was stunning. Absolutely stunning. I loved it. In fact, I looked on the website many times to see if there were extras that I could grab, and there weren't. And so then I went on eBay and Etsy, and I kept trying to find one I could buy, but no one was selling it. I understand. But better luck next time, right? So here I am. This is the A2 card, and I really wanted to use this glitter. It's really faux glitter paper. I really like this kind of paper when they design it to look like glitter, but it's not. I know that Jamie from Not Too Shabby has also been putting paper like that in her kits, and I love it. Every sheet of it. I think it's fantastic. Hers are usually like a little more into the design, like if it's woven into the design, if you will, but super, super pretty. All right, so I'm just using my scraps. You know me. I use them as I go, just as a part of my design. So I have fewer of them laying around, and this one needs to be trimmed, so I'm going to trim it up. I thought that just added a nice touch, and now I will glue this down. I was watching Craft Roulette last night, and Mary had 3 crafters on at a time, which was really entertaining. And one of the ladies was like so precise with her gluing. I was like, wow, that's another way to do it. I mean, you guys see me, I just zigzag all over the place, and I have a totally different approach, but it was so entertaining. I love that we all do things differently. You know, there's always more than one way to do something, and it's entertaining. Carrie Rhodes, she always draws little hearts with her glue. And it's so sweet and cute. And one time there was a collab celebrating, I think, her 5,000 subscribers. And it was like all the ladies who collaborated with her in celebration in the hop, they all did that. They were like, okay, I had to try to do hearts with my glue like Carrie. It was so sweet. Anyways, I just squeeze it on. My objective is quickness. All right, so I just glued down all of my paper and my net, and I popped my little firefly up, and then I did decorate all the insides of my cards, so I'm about to show y'all that now. And so here are my 3 cards. Here is the slimline, and I really like the way it turned out. Very sweet. On the inside, I kept it pretty simple. And then this Get Well Soon card. On the inside, I did put a little glow around one of the fireflies and some of the paper at the bottom. And then this is the last card that we made together. Super fun, super bright. I just love the cheerfulness and the adorableness of these fireflies. There's the darker ones I decided to put on the inside of this card. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely go check out Pink and Main if you want to see these products, and come back. I'm going to have a no dyes, no problems video. All right, see you next time. Bye.